So the last thing I want to leave you with is just some tips, okay? And when we think about tips for how to have a relationship with a socializer. And so if you are a socializer, if you are an ENFJ or an ESFJ, these are tips that you should share with the person that you're in relationships with. Again, whether that's at work or at home, because these are the things that we want others around us to be doing that is going to allow us and give us the opportunity to have the best possible relationship, to feel the most satisfied, to really thrive in our relationships. If you are in a relationship with a socializer, be it family, in my case, I have a lot of socializers in my life, in my family context. So it's also being aware of it. I have a couple on my staff. It's just having that awareness of it and knowing what it is that they need and what I might need to do differently in order to have the most productive and most satisfying relationship with that individual. Because if my behavior inadvertently does things that frustrates their needs or gets in their way of their need satisfiers happening, or gets in their way of their ability to get their needs met, then it does come on me, because then that relationship is not going to be as productive, as effective, as satisfying, depending on the context that we're going to use. Or if maybe you've got a socializer as a kid, these are all really helpful tips for you, okay? So first of all, keep your conversations light. Socializers, they're upbeat, they're optimistic, they enjoy conversations that allow them to share information. They love talking about experiences. They love having that. We talk about it from that superficial. When I talk about the artist style, or the INFP and the ISFP next week, they like sort of that real deep, meaningful dialogue. Socializers, think about it like flit, right? Flit like butterflies, so that they touch in and they move along and they don't want anything too deep and meaningful. And if you need time by yourself, be gentle when you're expressing it, right? Let them know how long you'll be gone for, when you're going to be back. Keep them informed. Let them have that information, because that allows them to hold that connection, doesn't make them feel like they're being disconnected from, right? Don't be surprised when they make your behavior about them, okay? And if you don't want to do something, if you don't want to attend an event, they might tell you things that really aren't true, and they'll make things up, like, oh, you must be mad at me, or there must be something about me that is the reason why you don't want to do this thing that I believe or I want you to be doing with me, right? So remember, they're the most codependent of all of the styles. They like to do things with people, right? They want to exercise with people. They want to sort of do, and everything they do is sort of having someone else along with them, because again, that meets their need to be connected. So again, be aware of that. And if you're having to negotiate for time and separation and not attending things and not doing things, be really clear that it's not about them. It's just what you need, and you need that sort of break from it, okay? Also be aware of that. Their orientation towards helping, they often will think they know what you need without actually talking to you about it. And so appreciate the help that they give, but also it's okay to redirect it, okay? So be clear with them where they can help you and where it is that you might need to do it on your own. And that your need for independence on things, your need to kind of sort something out, or go off and do something, is not because you don't care about them, but because of your own need for that independence. The other thing is to, again, they can lose themselves in taking care of everyone else and martyring themselves and being there for everyone else and being also very helpful, and really encouraging them to develop their own interests and to stay focused on their own priorities, to have those boundaries rather than putting all of their energy onto you. So these are important things to be considering, okay? So if they won't let you help them with the chores they're doing, it doesn't mean that they want you to go away. You can stay, keep them company, talk to them, right? And be a part of it. But again, their need is to be the one who is doing the helping, the taking care of, and so it's just making sure that you're engaging with them in a different way.